Actually, I should switch scenes real quick. Do you know if you have like another day available for I feel like you're gonna get busier eventually, especially since like knowing like college schedules. This is a time that like people would be legitimately hardcore starting to get ready for finals. Alright, let me see here my whole library that I have. I could do Stardew Valley, but usually I save that game for the weekend when I'm not really like wanting to play a really proactive game. Actually, speaking of pirate, is anybody on it right now? Oh, dang, we hit the 3-hour mark, too. I need to sneeze for a second. Oh my god, bless me. Let me take a look here. No results found. I mean, I guess I could hop over to it and just call it the rest of the session for tonight, and then continue the rest of it for whatever I was doing today for tomorrow on Genshin Impact. How's everybody else doing, by the way, while I go ahead and set things up here for the rest of the night? Gamer moment. Uh-oh. Something is wrong with the radio I'm using on YouTube. Doing good? Well, sort of. I feel you, my man. I feel you. Actually, wait, Blade, I forgot if you're there or not, but, you know how Klee plays, right? I can just show you the video of how she plays. And stuff. If Nightblade is not there anymore... Alright, he's not there. Alright, time for me to figure out what the heck am I going to be doing next. Oh, actually, Drac, how's your PC coming along, by the way? Guess I'm gonna have to tune into another lo-fi radio. Oh my god, I think YouTube music is down or something right now. It's weird. Never mind. My headphone volume was weirded. Was acting weird, that's why. That's what happened. You know what? I'll just hop over to Pirate for the rest of the night. Because I don't think there's anybody else on here, and if I'm not going to be spending too much hours on Pirate and prefer to spend more hours on Genshin, might as well just make up for that. So we can reserve Gene's story for tomorrow. Gene's story quest for tomorrow, and then we could continue to progress in the Yue for tomorrow too. So gives us something to do. Anyways, let me go ahead and get the impromptu game ready for tonight. There's literally nobody on Pooret right now. Okay. I guess I'll cover for that for tonight. If I'm not going to be doing that tomorrow, I'm just gonna... Might as well. What am I going to call tomorrow, though? Throwdown Thursday? Maybe Throwdown Thursday, or what other adjectives start with the TH? Thirsty Thursday, oh my god. That's weird. Thick Thursday, oh my god. Thick. No. Thankful Thursday, maybe. Thorough Thursday. Thirsty. Thorny? Throne Thursday? Thermal Thursday? Thrilling Thursday? I'm trying to think of like another way to describe tomorrow besides like throwback, because technically like if I were to continue playing Genshin tomorrow, like I wouldn't consider like calling tomorrow Throwback Thursday if I'm continuing like Throwback tonight. Turnaround Thursday? That sounds like a Tuesday thing, my dude. Hey, thank you for contributing, Hotbox. Thank you for the contributions. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and actually switch it over to Pirate. Keep it to a session that's probably nice and short and sweet for the rest of the night. Wednesday. Twitch is right. This is weird. Twitch's category thing, Twitch's pop out thing is just not working. It's weird right now. Sometimes it changes categories like on the fly. It's busted. I suppose I could probably pop open some, what's it called? We could probably pop open some, quick anime memes in the meantime before, as I try to change my title real quick. Yeah, let's find some anime memes to look at. Or actually, hold on. I didn't spell this correctly, obviously, but there we go. Ah, this is a classic. If that bunny exists to be nothing but a meme, I swear to God. Wait a minute. I didn't think that was a good one. I didn't think that was a good one. Keith eats everything at Jack in the Box. Wait, hold on. Oh no. Oh no, guys, they've multiplied. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is Squad Goals, but this is terrifying. Oh my god. On the floor, on the road, in and out the floor. Hashtag make Amber great again? Question mark? That's the only thing that bunny needs to exist for, I swear to God. Oh wait, this is something that somebody posted on the Discord.
What's the matter? Oh, you were finished. Oh, well, allow me to retort. What does Marcellus Wallace look like? What country you from? Ain't no country I ever heard of. They speak English? English! Do you speak it? Yes. Then you know what I'm saying. Yes. Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like. Say again. Say again. I dare you. I double dare you. Say one more goddamn time. He's black. Go on. He's bald. Does he look like a...
We got Duluth shooting him down too. He hated none of you. Wait, hold on a second. All languages. I gotta look at this. Hello. He hated none of you. Okay, I seriously gotta look at this. Oh, this is the Chinese version.
天空之琴借出来，就是为了弹给醉鬼听的吗？哎，哎嘿是什么意思啊？哎嘿是什么意思啊？哎嘿是什么意思啊？哎嘿是什么意思啊？
Oh my god, the Chinese delivery was so bland. The voice was not stressed enough for Paimon's expression. Ugh. Korea, please do me some justice.
이봐 너, 주정뱅이한테 나 들려주려고 천공의 하프를 빌린 거야? 애해가 뭐야 애해가? 애해가 뭐야 애해가? 애해가 뭐야 애해가? 애해가 뭐야 애해가?
Okay, in this one, the Korean delivery was okay. It still felt pretty dry, but it sort of matched up with Paimon's expression a little bit better. A little bit better. Alright, here's the infamous English version.
And you! Did you just borrow the Holy Lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
That shines a heck of a lot better. Okay, now for the infamous Japanese version.
おい、天空のライアーを手に入れたのは酔っ払い相手に歌を聴かせるためなのかよ。えへってなんだよ。えへってなんだよ。えへってなんだよ。えへってなんだよ。
Okay, so, yeah.
えへ是什么意思啊？えへが不要えへが？ What do you mean？ えへってなんだよ。
Oh my god. Yeah, the Japanese one definitely sounds more natural. The Japanese one sounds like the voice actress legit just screamed. Like, she kind of like exuded her voice. She exerted herself onto the microphone. Like, really, really hard. Like, if I was exerting myself onto the microphone without a filter on right now, my audio would be peaking and I would be breaking everybody's ears right now. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Welp. We've already went down this rabbit hole, guys. We can't return. Ugh.
不要那么粗暴。嘿，嘿，嘿，哼。嗨，小可爱，你是新来的助理吗？啊，魔导师大人。那是很久以前的事了，现在的我不过是一介图书管理员而已。
Hold on.
嗨，小可爱，你是新来的助理吗？啊，魔导师大人。
You just, no matter what voice you like turn Lisa on, you always want her to call you a cutie, no matter what. 小可爱, kawaii-kun, cutie.
那是很久以前的事了，现在的我不过是一介图书管理员而已。放心吧，姐姐会照顾好你的。那么，啊，早安，请。啊，不好意思，我看错了。午休时间到了，你还不睡吗？我已经困了呢。你努力的样子，姐姐全都见到了。让我想想，给你什么奖励吧。天气真好，能躺下来补个觉就更好了。小可爱，你想要来挑一瓶神奇的药水吗？ 喝下去之前，完全不知道会有什么效果。
Okay.
Oh, Ria Tanaka. Okay, I know Ria Tanaka is like pretty known for her other voices in anime, but like this is an interesting direction because the original Chinese, when Lisa's climbing, the efforts that's what they call in the voice acting industry efforts when they make the sound of like putting force on your voice, like when you're like pushing a box, they make that sound, or like when they're climbing a mountain, you make a sound, or like the sounds that Link makes when he pretty much does everything. Those are called efforts. And in the Chinese version, you could clearly hear how they directed her to just, make it sound like you're putting so much effort. What the heck was the director thinking for the Japanese voiceover for? But don't get me wrong, Rie Tanaka is an amazing voice actress, no matter what character she is. Like, you probably heard of her from whatever anime, but... Really? We have a follow-up video after this, actually. Stop moaning, Jesus Christ. You're not in the bedroom.
Nice.
こんにちは。あなたが新人の助手？え？魔導士様？
Yeah, boy.
それは昔のことよ。今の私はただの図書館司書。安心して、お姉さんがあなたの面倒を見てあげる。それじゃ。おはよう、ジン。あら？ごめんなさい。見間違えちゃった。
What the heck? Does she legit have to? She sounds like she's she sounds like she's legit gasming while greeting Jean. Like, Lisa, calm your. Okay, whatever the female equivalent of a libido is. I know, like, for dudes we have libido. I don't know what it is for females, but like, what the heck?
お昼休みよ。まだ寝ないの？私は眠くなっちゃった。あなたの頑張り
Calm your horniness.
お姉さんが全部見ておいてあげたわよ。
Basically.
Hi, how are
いい
you?
天気。横になってお昼寝したらもっと最高ね。
Rie Tanaka is breathing a hell of a lot more than I've heard the English voice acting. Hakuna Yurtana's Lisa. Hey, what's up, Dark? How you doing?
かわいこちゃん、不思議な薬を一つ選んでみない？飲むまでどんな効果がある
I
の
mean,
か
to be fair, like,
全くわからないの。
to be fair, I do occasionally call her Lightning Badonkers, so for a good reason. You know.
Holy shit, dude!
That guy's a meme. Okay. Okay, this is more effort worthy. Okay, this is definitely a little bit more effort worthy.
귀염둥이 안녕. 새로운 조수인가? 마법사? 그건 아주 오래전 일이야. 지금의 난 도서관 사서일 뿐이라고. 걱정 마. 잘 돌봐줄게. 그럼?
Sorry.
좋은 아침이야, 진. 어라? 아, 미안. 내가 잘못 봤네. 점심시간이 됐구나. 아직 안 자?
Her Korean voice is soothing,
난
actually.
벌써 졸린데.
The voice actress they picked for her is
네가
pretty
애쓰는
soothing.
모습 다 봤어. 내게 무슨 상을 줘야 할까?
I'm not going to be
날씨
back
참
on Dauntless
좋네.
for a while, Dark.
누워서 잠을 보충할 수 있다면 더 좋을 텐데.
I think I know what game I'm going to switch next. I just want to watch some YouTube for now.
신기한 포션을 하나 골라볼래? 마시기 전에는 무슨 효과가 있는지 전혀 알 수 없어.
Dodge this! Bloody no!
That's on a similar level to her Japanese efforts.
Oh my god!
Hi, darling. Are you going to be Lisa's little helper? What? Me? A grand mage? That was a long time ago. I'm just a humble librarian now. Don't worry, darling. I'll take very good care of you.
You know what's still
So, good morning, Jean. Oh, it's you. Sorry, dear.
You could clearly hear her breathing. Like, this isn't just the English voiceover in general. Like, has the voice directors, like, not paid attention to allow the voice actors and actresses to breathe, like, outside of the microphone between, like, it's as simple as moving the microphone out of the way or just literally moving your head out of the way to breathe. Like, there's so much freaking breathing. This game is legitimately called Breath of the Waifus for a reason. Yeah, exactly. Like, what the heck? Like, how could it's so easy to cut out breathing in audio work. What the heck? Why do they not cut out the breathing and just leave it in? It's such an easy audio edit. Like, what the heck, audio engineering? I was thinking of doing some School of Dragons here in a minute. That sounds like a plan for you, Dark. It sounds like a plan for you. I'm gonna be on YouTube in a little bit.
It must almost be time for a nap.
Yeah, facts. Like, there's some breathing that I find acceptable, but in between every other moment is just See, I just breathed right there. Before I said my I took a That is something they probably would either edit out or the director would say, do it over again, do it over again. But when you need to breathe, that's why Japanese and Korean are better. Oh my god. Okay, 这样说.
You're still up? I'm getting sleepy. I can see how hard you've been working today. Let me think of a way to reward you.
Pause on that context.
Such a calming breeze. Perfect for taking a nap, don't you think? Hey, darling. Would you like to try one of my magic potions? There's no knowing what it will do to you until you try it, though. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I remember this area. Yeah, it is not good, Kaiser, dude.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh my god. Okay, I need to stop the music before that song like copyrights my audio, but like that is major oof right there. Next. This is still true though. This one is still true. She is forever emergency food. Next. Oh, it's Chi-Chi. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something's going down. Something is going down. Oh, the struggles of going to that damn secret island. Oh, the struggles. That is real. That is real right there. That is real. Wait, what? Wait, what? Was that a cursed image?
What?
Oh my god. This is just perfect, right? I need to save this picture. This is a perfect picture. And it's cursed as well, but it doesn't matter. It's perfect. Oh, it's Jean.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Eh? Are you just showing off your superiority or something? Oh my god, how many pictures of Paimon as emergency food exist on the internet? Oh, speaking of... Keto! Oh, I need to send this to mailbox. I need to send this meme to mailbox. When even the cats know. When even the cats know. That's perfect.
Zavi is short for Xavier, which means gift from God.
Even the cat knows. Even the cat knows. Razor's VA in the sound studio. I have no further words for this. I mean, it's not wrong. Next. When the traveler dies and you're no longer emergency food.
Nope.
Wow. They literally put a JoJo meme with Xiangling. Next. Hey, is this boy? Okay. 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 What are we doing? Alright, he's gonna bust out a big brain move. Can't believe I still found this chest, though. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is a major miscalculation.
Oh no!
Oh my god, see, this is why I did not do the down attack on that chest. I knew this would happen to me. Like, oh my god. Like, I knew this would happen. Like, a good thing I took the safe route with this chest. Okay, whoever the heck made this, you're either a genius or a sadist. Next. Hey, this one's for Yuki. Wait, what? Dun dun. 我也需要再看一遍. Wait a second. Hold up. Eh? Uh-oh. Okay.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Eh. I approve of that one. I 100% approve of that one. Her and Razor are top 2 JoJo memes here. Next.
I feel like
Spinning. Try not to enjoy this too much.
They're really gonna have our characters pole dance now here? Okay.
Enjoy this.
Okay. Oh, it's Kuching. Wait. Wait. I didn't catch that. I do want her, though. Is the player just getting pissed off just because the dude went invisible from a bug? Oh, that's gotta be a struggle. Yeah, I hate when that happens. No. That Electromate sounds so stupid in Japanese. I'm glad she got the filtered voice in the English dub, but that is just so stupid. The Abyss Mages don't even have a filtered voice in Japanese, and I'm somewhat okay with the goofy voice, but that sounded so stupid right there. What is with Japanese voice acting and the lack of using voice filters? It's weird.
bless you. Piece of cake.
果たしてそれから何年経ったのか俺にはもうわからない。でもいずれ必ず突き止めてみせる。目覚めてからずっと一人でさまよっていた。2ヶ月前君と出会うまで。
おう、あの時お前がいなかったらオイラはもうとっくに覚え
Paimon almost drowned in the sea of emergency for me. Oh my god. To this day, there's at least over 85% of players who chose Paimon as emergency food. And to this day, there's a rising number of gamers who chose Paimon as emergency food. Oh my god. I love how that became a meme. Wait, hold on. I need to see the bless you again.
Bless you. Piece of cake.
I love how they just completely ignore the slime and just let the MC just take the oof right there. That's very true, guys. Dude, the abyss mages can go like die in a hole.
Piece of cake.
でもいずれか
からな。だからオイラも案内役頑張るぜ。
Survival guide to every test. The MC's voice in Japanese is we're out of resin anyway. Oh no. We're out of resin anyway. Go. Oh, that hits hard. Oh my god, that hits so hard. I mean, good thing I'm out of resin right now because I don't have any more resin to do anything. So, it's good on me. It's literally good on me because I don't want to use my fragile resin right now either.
Before we attack each other and tear ourselves to shreds like a pack of maniacs, let's just open the sack first and see what's actually in it. It might not even be worth the trouble.
Meta enthusiast.
Hi.
It's worth it.
I need to sneeze. Apparently, I'm allergic to that kind of debacle between meta enthusiasts and enjoyers. Yeah, I literally just turned off my microphone just to sneeze.
Hi.
Okay, it's worth it.
Okay, it's worth it. Why would they dance around a junction? Okay, I'm not gonna question that. Hey, it's my girl. Let's go. Let's go, official. What's she doing? Hey, it's the MC. It's the female MC. Oh, there goes Amber. There goes Lisa. Oh, there goes Jean. Yeah, this gives me like Persona dancing vibes. They work. They mostly work on the models. Kind of shaky camera though, not gonna lie. I
ラ
don't.
イクサブスクライブ。
チュンチュンチュン丸。あ、チュンチュン丸。チュンチュンチュン丸。チュチュチュチュンチュン丸。チュンチュンチュン丸。あ、チュンチュン丸。チュンチュンチュン丸。エクスプロージョン。チュン丸。チュンチュンチュン丸。あ、チュン。
The moment you decided you mentioned that character, she had to appear at the end of this video. Actually, hold up a second. We need to see this.
あれ、これ以上いけないね。すごい。よいしょ。ちょっと待って。そんな色っぽい声出さないで私。
Rie, that is literally your voice making the lewd sounds. Is she not completely self-aware that's her own voice acting that she got paid good money for? Oh my god, that's so funny.
私。早くここ。よっ。ちょっと頑張って。危なかったわ。下がっていく。待ってね、私今落ちるとこなの。危ないわ。危ないわ。飛んで。リサ。
Even the way she speaks. The way she speaks. She even had to keep on breathing there. Jesus Christ. How many like pockets of breath do you really need to let out?
リサ、死なないで。うがちなさい。行くわよ。しびれなさい。
Oh my god. Even when she mimics her character is just 100% spot on. Yeah, those wings are PS4 exclusive. There is like a trailer exclusive wing that that appeared in the Genshin Impact like anime opening that I use every time I like bust it open.
よかった。大丈夫？痛い。痛い。しびれなさい。はい、3。あ、リサが来ました。私のキャラですね。
Did she seriously flip out over getting her own character? Did she seriously flip out over getting her own character, Nani? Oh my god. Well now. Well, I mean, as long as she's happy enough. I guess. I mean, it's fine. Yeah, it's. I guess like it's fine to boost Lisa's constellation, but like, she's a chainer. You either use her to set up or you use her to finish after a setup. Oh well, that's just the me in between the enjoyers and the meta peep. I like talking.
Single wishes or 10 wishes? Which is better? Well, the trick answer is they're both trash! There
That's pretty much it.
was people Twitch Prime subbing? If there was people Twitch Prime subbing, I would get a character from doing this. A golden character.
Yep, that's M-tashed.
I got a blue! What? What?
Still a good bow though. Once you refine it and all that.
Everyone sub, and I'll do it. Everyone sub and I'll do it. Alright? You gotta make it worth it. You gotta make it worth it. Alright, here we go. Wish after wish.
Well,
No way!
There's a golden. Well, it's Venti. I'll take a Venti. I'll take that off your hands, my dude. I'm guessing he wanted to get D-Luke. No, it's okay. Meiguanshi.
Was that the pity? No. No, I don't think it was.
Everybody wants D-Luke. I'm just not, like, on the same level of, like, desperation as everybody else. That's the thing. So the game where I'm anticipating. Let me get my English sorted out. I'm praying to RNGesus that the game will reward me for my patience, for not being as desperate as every other thirsty player, and it will give me D-Luke when I least expect it. So, oh my god, the Ampai. 也是太多钱吧。Actually, do you know like which banner I really want? Before I continue the video. Okay, semi-spoiler alert. Wait, dun. Chotamate. Alright, there's Geospear, dude. Okay. That was one 5-star character. Here's the other 5-star character we're gonna get. Honestly, like this, he might actually be the best Geo. He legit could be the best Geo out there, like better than any of the existing Geo characters. Let me see that again. Like, I need to see this on top of some like enemy HP so I can see like how much, if he can be considered as DPS though. What's the stamina attack? That's repeated attack. Okay, that's stamina attack. That's his E. Okay, child over here. Now this dude I would want to dump my wishes on for the banner. He's normally a bow user, but check this. There's no freaking cooldown on this. There's no freaking cooldown. He can legit swap out of bow and use hydro weapons to counteract as melee. I want this dude. Like legit. If I were to get any water characters, hands down, I want Child right here. Like that's solid. That's solid water DPS.
Today we are here to talk about some Genshin Impact news. We got our first update banner, I guess you could say gameplay screen. As you see on the screen, will be point in time was something I did not expect, because when I first saw him, I thought he was immediately a bow character. But as you see, he can change. We're gonna put it on full screen real quick and go back to the beginning. He starts out with the bow. Has the bow in hand. He is water element, by the way, guys. And then he...
But the question is, in comparison to Xingqiu, will he actually ace as a water DPS? More so than being a support? Or will he still have a support role? Given what we're seeing like demonstrated in his ability though, it feels like he's more of a DPS type. And I would like this dude, like, hands down. Like, I'm fine with Barbara as a healer. Like, I would kind of be salty if I get Mona. I don't know. What if the bow is just his E skill? No, that's just, his bow is a standard weapon. His E skill is actually using Hydro Melee.
Starts out with the bow, has the bow in hand. He is water element, by the way.
So that's right here is just the normal charge attack because every bow user has a regular charged arrow element. His E ability allows him to go melee,
guys.
like Hydro
And
Melee.
He does something right here, like his outfit kind of changes. His cape becomes a little bit lighter, and now he's.
And on top of that, there's no cooldown on this, which means you can keep on spamming freaking E to go back and forth and using a melee weapon. I don't know if you can actually hold down the melee. Like, let's see if this is actually a thing.
A water spear looking thing, which is just looking absolutely fire.
Yeah, as you can see, the person's just spamming E.
Blade as well. So Child is looking OD in my opinion, like one of the craziest characters we've seen in the game up until this point in time.
I want this dude. I legit want this dude.
I'm intrigued with and probably would want.
Who knows? I might get him on the pity again.
Just because of how he looks so different and so dope. So I'm very, very excited for him and for both of these characters. Let me know what you guys think about.
Child legit seems like a multi-purpose like Swiss Army knife ranger because in some MMORPGs, well, not all MMORPGs, the ranger class can be divided into bow and arrow, and well, there's the ranger and there's the rogue. Child is essentially like both merged together. Oh yeah.
These characters though down below in the comments, and again, huge shout out.
I want him so freaking badly. He would be nice too. He would probably be the best Geo fighter, but I wouldn't exactly place my bets on him more so than I would place my bets on Child, honestly. I would place my bets on, if I were to place my bets on RNG again, it would probably be for Keqing and Child, honestly. I would not mind Jean. I guess if I get Chi-Chi, that'd be fine too. Anyways.
Ooh, we got a purple.
It's a purple, can't complain.
Kaya! We got a constellation. We got a constellation.
I mean, Kaya's not the worst.
Because you're all being babies.
Kaya's not the worst.
Trash, 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 more trash, more trash. I don't need that.
Maybe you do.
Because I did that 10 wish, I actually mathematically wasted wishes.
It's a 4-star weapon. You can't complain about a 4-star weapon. Like, the only other 4-star weapons you could get are craftable. But that's not to say that 3-star weapons are bad either, because some 3-star weapons are still solid for characters. Like, there shouldn't be any complaining for getting a 4-star or 5-star weapon, besides them like being completely filler for the character you want. This is also one of the problematic issues with the normal banner, because like, unlike the event banner, when you get a 5-star, there's like a lot more weapons than characters that you might end up pulling instead of like when you're if you happen to get a 5-star. That's on top of the drop rates themselves being completely like trash. There's just so much filler. Ooh. Okay, this dude got a Beidou. If you improve her constellation, though, she becomes extremely solid.
Okay, okay, we'll take it. It won't be rough if you win. It won't be rough if I get Diluc. Come on. Okay.
Stop saying that. It's Diluc.
Here's a purple. What do you got? Rust. Let's go! The best bow in the game for my girl Fischl. Let's go. Best bow in game, question mark? The best bow in game? Nice.
This dude keeps on pulling single wishes.
Why are you doing the standard banner? Just because it's the content. Come
Fair
on.
enough.
Lord Barbados.
Ooh, it's the infamous Favonia's greatsword that even Noelle uses that pretty much you're not going to give to anybody. Hello, Mailbox. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Unfortunately, the game is currently under a 4-hour maintenance, so the game will not be back on until 11 o'clock, unfortunately. And by 11 o'clock, I guess we can hop back on? I guess.
This thing's a piece of trash.
So, there's another 2 hours and 52 minutes left until maintenance is over. Yeah.
That's okay, we'll take it.
I've seen I've seen like what the Favonius like great sword does, and I've seen it on like when trying out Diluc and everything. Like, and Noelle is also has that sword in her character art, but the tier list doesn't recommend that sword to anybody. Like, here's the thing: the people on the tier list, like, yeah, they have a specific equipment sets and recommended weapons, but it's really crazy how pretty much for all Claymore users, if you're not going what is it? It's not Rancor. No, Rancor is the sword. The Claymore equivalent to the Rancor. If you're not going Rancor, use the Debate Club. And the Debate Club is actually still a pretty solid weapon to use when it's like max refined.
Oh no. Oh, I thought I was getting lucky there.
Nope. Ooh, Razor.
Razor! Okay. Okay. That's fine by me. That's kind of pog, because I use Razor. That's actually kind of good.
I'll agree with him on that. There's another 4-star.
Oh, I thought that was golden. Noelle. Alright. Nope.
See, as you can see, Noelle also has the Favonia's greatsword, even though she legit could use like the White Blind or like another sword that benefits her because she rocks defense.
Well. See, I'm actually going to save some of these characters and I'm going to do like, what's the difference between 1-star or 1 constellation and max constellation if I ever get them? Why 1 pulls? We're just seeing exactly how many it takes. There it is.
Oh my god, this dude got my girl. This dude got my girl. Like, seriously? I'll be flipping out just like I got Venti on the pity. I would be flipping out. This dude's face is like...
Ka-ching! Is she sick or what? I need you to comment down below. I need you to tell me if she is God tier. I need you to
How does this man not know if this girl... Ka-ching? Or literally, as I nickname her, Ka-ching? Oh, actually, what's that sword she's using, though? Wait, I already have... See, I have a sword for her that works so well already. If I could just get her, I could bless her with this dragon sword that I pulled from the freaking banner.
tell you she's God tier.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Teleport. She's an A+ tier main DPS. Oh, really? We got Ching. Oh my god. Just crack. Let's go.
Oh, so close to gold. That's an oof. See, Sucrose exists for setups, but meh. She's meh.
I don't have Sucrose. I don't have Sucrose.
She feels like a lot more common than I expected. Like, okay, so outside of the Klee banner, it feels like more and more people have been getting her, though. Like, legit. Otherwise, it's just luck. Weird luck that people have. That plenty of people are getting her. But I don't get her. But hey, I got constellations for characters that are actually still solid.
She's meh, budget venti.
You had to say it just as somebody in his chat said it, Kaiser Turd.
Hey, at least I got her. At least I got her, baby. I can't do a 10 pull because no one subbed and I don't have any money. Guys,
This guy's literally desperate.
guys, it's for the content. Right? Is it for the content or is it not for the content? Huh? Is it for the content or is it not for the content? You tell me. Is it for the content or is it not for the content? I'm gonna go get my wallet. Okay? Hey, Steven. Yeah, it's Mike again. Yeah, no, how are you? Good. I'm good. So just a quick question. If I was to sell my car, would that count as revenue? Because here's my thought. I sell my car, I buy more anime waifu. Well, no. Yeah. Well, I'd sell it for cash.
Oh,
right?
no.
Yeah, no.
This man's right here.
I'm thinking, like, even if I got maybe like 10 grand, yeah, and then I could just spend it all on these waifu. And it's still a tax write-off because it's content? Okay, great. Now, if I was to sell my house, what are your thoughts on that?
This man's cray-cray.
This video is sponsored. Listen. This video is sponsored by Advanced GG! Exclamation point focus. This video is sponsored by Advanced GG. Use code MTASH for 10% off. Ooh, I thought I got lucky. Rust! Let's go! That's good. We're getting the Rust, baby. It's pay to win. We're a pay to win gamer. It's feeling nice. It's a feeling nice and spicy.
Hey, what's up, Phoenix?
What?
Came just in time for the just chatting portion of watching
No, I
this
didn't spend any
dude
more money. I don't want to talk about it.
pulling gotchas and...
Well, at least she's smoking hot. I'm about to throw it into the Japanese language and climb a mountain. Oh! If you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
Oh, God.
We're just doing research for our job. But listen. Like many of you, I seem to have a problem. And I can't stop wishing. I can't stop spending my money. I've turned into a damn gotcha whale. And I'm not talking about the 5 bagels I had this morning and a cinnamon donut. I'm talking about all this fat stacks of cash that I'm shoving down Mahoyo's gullet.
He's not wrong, though. He's not actually wrong. Is he kneeling right now? I feel like he's kneeling on his legs. I get his struggle, though.
If it's official. Oh my. No. This is rigged. This game is rigged. This is bullshit. There's no way. Are you kidding me?
This man's
Please,
right here.
Give me more.
Oh, damn, it was...
Are you effing kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? Bro, of the characters that I've gotten, 90% have been official. I'm not even kidding. This is insanity. I literally only get official. Please don't spend money on this game. You're gonna go homeless. You're gonna sell your car like I did. My wife has left me because all I get is official. And I don't get the hot gamer guys like Diluc, whatever the hell his name is. I don't even know. I can't even remember what his name is. Because this is the only damn character I get.
It shouldn't really take him this
No.
long, honestly. Ooh, it's a gold one. Okay. You can't complain about that. It's a 5-star weapon. You can't complain. The only time... Okay. See, it's a weapon. It's better than a 3-star. You can't complain about that. The only time you complain about that is if you get multiple copies of that weapon after it's completely refined. Like, if you refine that good stuff, it's complete bonkers on whatever character you put it on.
I guess I got a bow for Fischl. I guess I got a bow for Fischl.
Oh, it's a freaking blue one. I mean, that's fair. We're gonna get multiple bow characters, and it's fair. Look at all this filler. Look at this man suffering from the gacha.
Well, there's another video. Feels bad. Thanks for watching. Make sure to sub for more. And I'll see you soon. Bye.
Man. This man legit... This dude spent 500. This man spent 500. Someone took 5,000 to get D-Luke. Yeah, that's lowball numbers. But then again, there's only people who'd be willing to... Oh, he actually recently made a video. Why he regrets getting Klee. Let's watch this.
Really quick, did you know that I do a gaming podcast every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Eastern?
You got your first rating weapon in Dauntless. That's great, Phoenix. That is fantastic.
That's right. Two of my buddies join me and we talk all things gaming, from Genshin to Destiny
Oh
to
yeah,
Twitch
definitely, Kaiser
failing
dude.
time and time again.
Congrats on that,
Click
actually.
the link below and come
Congrats
see
on
the
that.
RGH podcast tonight. Hey everyone, MTast here, and I have 4 Constellation Klee. Now, I don't have 6 Constellation because between wishing for weapons, trying to get the Wolf's Gravestone, and wishing on Klee, I was only able to get C4 with almost $2,000 spent. Now, that is an absolute abomination. I think that that's bull. You know, I want to cover these characters, but between leveling them up, ascending them, getting their weapon going, it is so expensive resource-wise, but even financially, this is kind of a joke. And so, when the next 5-star character comes out, unless Genshin like sponsors me or does something, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be able to make a video like this again because I just don't have enough resources. I can't I can't level the characters up in a reasonable amount of time. I have to spend so much resin. There's not enough resin to spend. And so while I did kind of max her out for what's available right now, and I could get her constellation up if I spent some more money, after playing with her, I don't know how much I love Klee. And so I don't know if that, I want to be maxing out her constellation because I personally don't love her. Now, her damage ramps up so much from constellation number 4 because you can pop her Q ability. It does a bunch of damage, and then as long as you swap out...
Oh my god, he was doing this video during the notice.
555% damage. Even with a level 20 weapon, I was doing like 20 to 25,000 damage crits. And now that I'm leveled up, I'm doing like 40,000 damage, and I could buff it further if I wanted. You know, I could easily probably get into the 70 or 80 or even 90,000 with one ability. And that's not incredible compared to other people, I know that. But that's with trash artifacts. That's with literally bottom tier artifacts, and that's when my talents aren't even upgraded. And see, this is the thing. Is like I just literally don't have enough resources to level her up fully. So I don't know if I can ever do this video or type of video again. So her basic attacks are kind of clunky. They're a little bit slow, and as a main DPS, it doesn't feel great. But what you can do is you can attack and you can jump and you can actually cancel it. But more importantly, you can charge attack, and once that flower pops up, you can literally jump out of it, and you can actually be pretty mobile and do quite a bit of damage. Now, if that crits, you also get energy for all the other characters on the team, and so that's probably the main way to use her, is literally just charge attack, run, charge attack, sprint away, and that's kind of how you basic attack with her. And it feels really weird, and I don't love it. And I think that's one of the reasons, if you really want to min-max her, there's a lot of mechanics, and I don't know if I love it.
I feel
now,
that.
for her E ability, this, you might think you're missing with it, because it bounces a bunch. It doesn't actually just explode if it hits something. It'll actually bounce on top of some enemies, damage, 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 and then it will blow up. Okay? Now, you can see that these are very spread out. Against some enemies, that's not a big deal, and if you can kind of hit enemies into it with like a claymore user, that's an effective way of using it. You can also use sucrose to suck those up. Okay, so let me show you that really quickly. So you can use sucrose, and if you just use that ability, it's actually gonna suck them all in. And if enemies are there, it's gonna clump that all together, which is awesome. That's really valuable. But the other thing too is you can go like this with Jean, and you can just send that into an enemy and do quite a bit of damage. So that's a little bit of a fun interaction. But Venti, the wind god, you would think that Venti could do something with it. Nothing. Like it's not gonna pop up there. You can use his Q. If his Q would suck them all up, it would be incredible. But it doesn't work. And so that's one of the reasons why I don't like Klee, is because Venti is one of my main characters. I have a max constellation Venti. And so using Klee with Venti feels absolutely trash. So I could probably, replace someone out with him down the road. But I don't have the resources. So it's a little hard to want to do that. It's a little hard to have enough resources to make a whole nother team just to work with Klee. Okay, so this is the thing that frustrates me, is I feel like Klee is supposed to be a main DPS, the way her charge attacks and the way her kit works, but I want to use her as a support. But if you use her as a support, she doesn't have enough attack damage to matter because of the scaling of her ultimate. And I feel like she's weird because she's got these charges, 2 charges. I want to just throw them out and then swap. But optimally, if you want to do DPS with her, you need to keep her out on the field. And if I look at some of my other 5-star characters, we've got Venti. Venti feels like he just crushes her on the support side, but honestly even keeps up on the damage side. And then when we look at Kaching, if we were just looking at basic attacks, I feel like she destroys her as well. If we look at Diluc, I feel like he destroys as a primary damage dealer as well. And I'm using Klee, and I understand she's solid, right? She's solid. I can throw, charge attacks. I can do all this stuff. I can get some area of effect going. I can move around. She's got some potential. I can use this. It's good. And if I swap from it, I could do 30,000 damage. I get it. But at the same time, part of me looks at something like this, and I use this, and I look at how effective this is in comparison as a 5-star character. And I have a hard time caring about Klee anymore. And you look that I have my ability back again. And when I start comparing her to other 5-star characters, I feel like she's great. She's a good support. But with the amount of resources I've invested in her, I thought she would just absolutely crush everything. And I mean, she can. I can go like this. I can pop this. I can do some damage. Throw these down. I can swap and nuke stuff for 15, 20, 30,000 damage. And if I was to debuff them, I could get more. But at the same time, if I'm just looking at basic auto attacks from Kaching, if I'm looking at the overall DPS she's able to put out, it's not as clunky as Kaching, as Klee. I feel like Klee is clunky. You got to do these. Even there, my animation canceled. That missed. I understand that mechanically, if I master her, I'm sure she's good. But for how much money I spent on this character, and for the amount of resources I put into this character, I feel like she's like a glorified support. And if I get, some really good artifacts, and I use her just as a support, I'm sure she'll be fine. But I'm very whelmed by Klee. And if I look at her constellation, and I max out her constellation, While under the effects of Spark and Splash, other members regenerate energy continuously. And when Spark and Splash is used, all party members gain 10% pyro damage bonus for 25 seconds. That is good. You could swap to her, you know, get D-Luke going. That is valuable. But do I want to spend more money on this character that I, one, don't have very much fun using, and two, feels clunky? I don't know about that. And at the same time, if we look at Constellation 4, this is where a lot of her burst is coming from and a lot of her value. Taking out enemies before they pop a shield, taking out enemies before they kill you. Do you really want to get Constellation 4 to feel like she's really doing something? With Constellation 2, you get a big boost because this reduces enemies' defenses. Chain reactions as well has some value, but I just don't know if I like Klee, and I don't feel like she was worth it. I look at this book that I upgraded for her. You know, I got a refine rank 4. I mean, this thing's pretty nutty overall. But I might take this onto another character down the road because I don't know if I'm going to use Klee as much as I thought. At this point, I think I would rather have Shang Ling as a support, as a fire support. I think I would rather use D-Luke and Kaching as my main DPS. So, I don't know. A little bit frustrated. I'm really hoping that I can get like sponsored with MiHoYo so that I can do these types of videos without almost not ruining my account, but like I now have no resources for my other characters to level them up or level up their weapons. And you know, there's some other weapons that I want to show off, but it's like it's impossible. I'm getting a little frustrated. I've got a free-to-play account that I'm going to be working on so I can work on some other characters, but man, this is a frustrating spot to be in because it makes making guides and videos and reviews so difficult in a game like this, but I feel like the information is necessary. I want you guys to be informed. Should I be wishing on this banner? Should I be using this character? Should I be leveling up those weapons? And unless there's someone out there to test it like me, throwing myself under the bus, that information doesn't get out there, and then someone goes and gets a character, and it doesn't have to be Klee. Maybe you don't like Venti. Maybe you don't like Chi-Chi. But maybe you invest a ton of time getting a level 80 weapon or ascending her multiple times, and then you're like, Chi-Chi's boring. Anyways, I know I'm just kind of ranting at this point. I apologize, but just a little miffed at the moment. I hope that this helps someone. Don't get me wrong, she can be good. I just don't love her. Okay? Okay. Have a great day. Make sure to subscribe for more. If you guys are interested in an amazing energy drink, advanced.gg. Links are down below. Go check out some Advanced GG. I'm right there on the label. Look at that. It's kind of green screening out, but I'm right there with the MTash Mango Splash. Use code MTash for 10% off at checkout. Make sure to check out ViewSonic Gaming if you're looking for a gaming monitor. If you need an Astro headset, you can get 5% off. Links in the description. Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah, of course he will have money. But yeah, it's... I wouldn't plan on whaling on any characters in general. Like, if I get it, if I get the character, that's fine by me. Like, Constellation or not. As, like... I only place my bets on any, like, 90 polls I'll be doing for a particular character banner that I'll be doing. Particularly for Kaching, hopefully one day. Child coming up. And I don't know who else is going to be coming up. There's going to be a lot more characters. Even Ayaka, I'm kind of interested, low-key kind of interested in getting Ayaka from closed beta. D-Luke is not going to see a banner for the light of day for a long time. They know how desperate everybody wants D-Luke. I can guarantee you that D-Luke is going to be coming out in a banner way far off in the future when he's not legit part of the meta anymore. Or if they're trying to push other sets of characters for people to get pretty hyped about, and everybody sort of push D-Luke to the back corner with the next world, Inazuma. Next world? City? Whatever. Oh, next map, Inazuma. Yeah. Because right now he's still freaking S tier on the tier list. Amber just deserves her own tier, maybe. I don't know. Unless by then maybe they would decide to buff Amber too. Like, having Amber being buffed? I wonder how that's gonna work. Maybe I mean, yeah, you could boost Amber's constellation, but there are people who like will still who could still play Amber without boosting her constellation. Even then, she would not be the most practical unit. Yeah, Zhongli. He would be the most like solid Geo unit in existence until like more Geo units come out. Yeah, exactly. That would be that would be pretty legitness. I have major size. Major size. There's another dude about from Genshin Impact that I would be watching.
Hey, what's going on everyone? Willis here. We're back with another Genshin Impact video. So guys, if you aren't already, make sure you're subscribed. Bear in mind, there's a lot of stuff I will mention in here that may not be in the update. So obviously take everything with a pinch of salt, that some stuff may not be 100% accurate. So we're getting new quests and story content. Once again, there might be spoilers in this, so if you care about spoilers, you have around 10 seconds to click away from the video. But yeah, the new update will feature the remaining
Remainder of the Chapter 1 storyline of the year, including a brand new boss fight.
various features and benefits, profile cards, new cooking recipes, blacksmithing, alchemy recipes for brand new items listed later in cards, new cooking, various features.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. I think I've seen those wings before. Yeah, the area is currently incomplete. Like, the map itself is complete, but the storyline, a lot of people are... You get to... This is why I take my time with the game. Like, everybody's so rushing to, like, do whatever quests they have that they end up, like, finishing whatever quests are available in the area, and they run out of stuff to do, but max out their adventure ring and collect the stuff on the map. These wings.
Features and benefits, profile cards, new cooking recipes, blacksmithing, alchemy recipes for brand new items listed later in the section. And for Mondstadt, reaching level 8 gives you a new glider skin. Obviously, the system is really cool, obviously, for new content, as people will obviously go and try and max out their reputation for each region. So some cool new features. We have the ability to lock weapons and artifacts so you don't accidentally trash them. We have a compendium allowing you to view info on flora and fauna within Teyvat. We have a camera lock setting so it stops automatically zooming or rotating itself. So we have excess XP overflow when leveling weapons will be transferred into ore if possible, instead of completely wasted.
Hey, I need some munchies. I've returned with caramel and sliced apples. Ooh, that sounds delish.
Characters on expeditions will no longer be unavailable for use in the party, so we will still be able to use them. That's pretty awesome. We have the ability to store your daily resin as condensed resin. This way, if you don't want to play one day, you can log on and store your resin to be used later. You can also now spend 40 resin within domains to get double rewards, meaning you only need to do 3 runs to use up all your resin instead of playing it 6 times. So I think this is pretty cool. I don't know if this is 100% confirmed. I know a lot of people were talking a bit about how this bit probably isn't real, but I mean, there's like pictures, the screenshots that we have of this condensed resin, which is cool. So it's obviously something the developers are working towards to try and fix, because as you know, resin is a huge problem in the game right now. As you get to the higher levels in the 30s, 40s, progression slows down a ton, and you're pretty much at a snail's pace trying to get adventure XP, level up, and it's just a pain. So this condensed resin thing could be pretty cool. Obviously, most people can't play every day, so being able to just go in and store your resin for that day is going to help a ton. So obviously the new characters and banners, which I mentioned in a previous video, which I'm also going to leave in the cards if you're not aware, the new 5 stars. There was also some new 4 stars, which is coming. So I'm not going to explain about Zhongli and Child because I literally made an entire video. But long story short, Zhongli is going to be a 5-star Geo pole arm user.
I probably would dunk my primos on this dude. I probably will.
And then we have Child, which is a 5-star Hydro Bow user, which is...
I am dropping a lot more primos on this dude.
Cool. He can actually switch between these Hydro swords, and he obviously has the bow. Now, once again, I did say I did a video, so if you want to check that out, it'll be in the cards. But we're going to go over the new 4-star champions, which I didn't really talk about. So we have Xinyan, which is a 4-star Pyro Claymore user. She's a rock star from Leo, standard basic attack string. Her elemental skill has a swing her guitar. The more people she hits with the swing, the stronger resulting shield she gains. She also scales with defense.
Yeah, we haven't had a well, is she gonna be on competition with D-Luke? This is gonna... So this, yeah, she's gonna be an interesting addition because we already have D-Luke. So there's gonna be a major comparison fest between her and D-Luke.
Her elemental burst creates a sound shockwave around her as she plays her instrument, dealing knockback and setting the ground ablaze. Her passive gives her a 12% chance to gain double result from cooking defense boosting food. Then we have Diona, a 4-star cryo bow user. She's the daughter of Drath from Springvale and works as a waitress at the
I would
Cat's Tail
actually
in Mondstadt.
not mind that.
Standard basic attack string, her elemental burst tosses a ice drink like a Molotov, which both damages enemies and heals your teammates within the area it creates on the ground. Apparently, her elemental burst ability is nowhere to be found, but the actual skill icon is like paw prints inside of a bubble with cat ears.
Yep, Mailbox, she's actually a waitress at the Cat Cafe in Mondstadt. I would not mind her, honestly. I legit would not mind her. As, like, out of all the elements I would like for archery, I would not mind getting her. Like, so what if she's 4 stars? She seems to be pretty adequate if you don't have Chi-Chi.
Which doesn't really give us much information. So as for the new banners, which will be included in 1.1, it's likely that Zhao and Zhongli will be the 2 banners featured within the...
He definitely would be the next banner. He's currently another 5-star right now. He's a wind polearm.
Version 1.1. So maybe the first banner that we will get with 1.1 will have Zhongli on it, with maybe chances to get Child later along the line. So new items. So we have 5 new 5-star weapons, 3 of which are seen in this image on screen right now. All 5...
This is a concern. If we go back to the banners, though, that's a major cause of concern.
Maybe the first banner that we will get with 1.1 will 1.1.
I kind of would not mind getting her constellations, but at the same time, that might get in the way of me trying to get him. If I already got Venti, would I want another wind unit? And then for the next character, it's in the but it's in kind of like a downgraded case where Ningguang is like, she's a utility unit, but she's not the she pales in comparison to what this dude will be as a polearm user, doing DPS geo damage. I'm probably going to be saving up on my primos for a little bit. Maybe I'll drop a little bit for him, but I'm definitely going to be placing my primos on Child, honestly.
With maybe chances to get Child later along the line. So, new item.
Here's what Ningguang is actually pretty okay with. She allows you, she marks like, sure, her passive like will tell you like where to find minerals on the map, even if you explored the game already and marked which spots you find our mineral deposits.
Items. So we have 5 new 5-star weapons, 3 of which are seen in this image on screen right now. All 5 of them share the same ability of increasing defense and attack upon hitting an enemy with a max of 5 stacks. We have a new item called a portable teleporter, which you can place anywhere and it stays there for a maximum of 7 days.
Okay.
before fading. You can use it anywhere you want to put a marker there, so that's pretty awesome. So say you have like some boar spot you want to go to. I normally have a spot I go every morning to get raw meat. Being able to just put this down and teleport there every day instead of climbing a cliff and just scaling to it is going to help a ton. We have an Animo bottle. These let you store these wisp guys and release them anywhere for updrafts. That's pretty cool.
Looks like somebody got an idea from not Breath of the Wild, but Legend of Zelda in general.
That's pretty cool. We have a food bag, which lets you hotkey 2 food items together, which will auto refill itself unless you run out of that type of food. We have the portable cooking pot, which lets you cook anywhere. That's kind of handy. And then we have the regional talismans and compasses. The talismans apparently let you track down the oculi, while the compasses help you track down the chest.
Oh my god, thank you. I need those things.
So if you're still after the Animoculus and the Geoculi, this is going to help a ton. Especially me, I still need to go around and collect all of the chests, so that's going to come in super handy. So the new events and rewards. We have the referral event. You'll basically get more for referring people and get Primo Gems when they reach AR 15. Players who are under AR 7 can use someone's referral code even if their account is already made.
I bet you anything that Enigma Bot was created specifically for the Wang I wailed down but didn't get venti babies. Probably.
That's going to be really freaking good. So as long as you have any friends that are AR7 and you give them your referral code, and if they somehow manage to reach AR15, you are given basically free Primo Gems. We have the food delivery event. For some Primo Gems, each specific item has its own reward, as well as upon completing the set of 3, you are given new ones. We're not sure how many there will be. We have the gliding event. There are 7 racetracks to do, where you are scored both on your completion time and gain bonus points by collecting tokens along the track. Bronze, silver, and gold medals all give separate rewards. And then we have the unreturned star event. So apparently there's no details on this content yet, but basically participating in this 3-part event, you gain shards to use in a limited time event shop. Not all the rewards are shown here, as you can also get elemental crystals for character extension and a free official from this. So that's pretty dope. But
I guess that is dope. And that's actually also a pretty good opportunity for anybody who didn't pull, although the official had a stupid drop right during the Venti banner alongside Barbara and Xiangling. I guess for anybody who missed out on that banner, it's good for them to get official for the first time. If they're getting into the game now because the Venti banner is over, or if they didn't pull official for some reason on the beginner's banner, or for some reason they choose the normal banner. Oh yeah, definitely. You could make her into a machine gun build too. And when her constellation is expanded, oh, she is dominating.
But yeah, that's pretty much all the info we have so far about update 1.1 and beyond. Not sure if, like I said, all of this is going to be included in next month's like daily updates and stuff like that. So be sure to have bell notifications, guys, and I'll be sure to update you whenever there's some new stuff out. I think my favorite stuff, obviously, that unreturned star event is pretty cool because I can actually notice there's some upgrade materials like books, which I'm super low on right now, which could help out a ton. And yeah, I'm just super excited for the new characters as well. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most. Be sure to leave a like, and don't forget to jump in the Discord. Discord.gg/Willis, guys. We do giveaways just randomly for Genesis crystals. So literally, there's no harm in just joining. Just make sure you're there and you can win yourself some free Genesis crystals. This has been Willis Gaming, guys. I'll catch you in my next video, and peace.
All right. So my eyes just stumbled upon this video. The one and only debate. Lightning Claymore users versus the other Lightning Claymore user. Wait, how does what work? Giving Genesis crystals? I don't know, he must be doing a giveaway or something at the moment. Oh no. Maybe he is a YouTube, like, verified YouTube channel. Maybe there is a way. And of course, he's a recognized content creator, I guess. Maybe he was able to get in touch with MiHoYo and able to get, like, giveaway codes? It sounds like that's the case. Anyways, let me go ahead and get into this video so we can see once and for all this freaking debate between Beidou and Razor.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Darkskin, and today I want to talk about something that this is the most, like, the biggest question I have been asked when it comes to Genshin Impact, right? I've been asked more than anything else, hey DS, Beto or Razor? I've been asked that question more than literally any other thing. I'm not sure why. Guys, I could not tell you why people, like, ask this question so much, but I've been asked this question, like, as a Beto main, I get it, right? You know, a lot of people are talking about Razor, a lot of people are talking about Razor's damage, and then they see me playing Beto, and they're like, wait a minute, don't you have Razor? And I'm like, yeah, and then like, you know, why are you playing Beto? So I get where the question comes from, but that is the single most question I have been asked more than any other question. It's not even close, right? So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and talk about Beto versus Razor and talk about everything they bring to the table, etc. So that you guys can, you know, basically pick for yourselves. I know not everybody that wants to know that question is going to watch this video, but for the people that do, here you guys go. So, starting out, let's go ahead and go over Razor, right? Which I don't have Razor built, but I mean, I played him in the betas. I've seen gameplay on him, blah, 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 right? Like, I know what he does. So, anyways, Razor and Beto, they're both Claymore users, which that's 1-to-1, you know, nothing crazy. They're both Electro users, right? Which is really nice as well. Going on to number one. The main thing people want to know about is damage. A lot of people say, hey, should I use Beto? Who's better, Beto or Razor? But what they really mean, who does more damage, right? They're not looking for who's better or who does everything in a general aspect. So, just off the bat up front, Razor does damage. He does more damage than Beto, 100%. For anyone that wants to know, Razor 100% does way more damage than Beto. About 50% of the people just left the video. The thing about Razor is that you got to realize how Razor works. If you look at his Thunderclaw, when you press his Thunderclaw, it deals electro damage, and upon striking an enemy, Razor will gain an electro sigil, which increases his energy recharge rate. He can gain up to 3 electro sigils. Razor's kit is built around him cycling his ult as much as possible. As fast as possible, as much as possible, over and over and over. That's how Razor works. So, if you guys don't know what his ult is, right? He summons a wolf behind him that, you know, allows him, which deals electro damage to all nearby enemies. This clears all of his electro sigils, which will be converted into elemental energy for him. The wolf within will fight alongside Razor for the skill's duration. Right? Now keep in mind, Razor still does normal damage. But the wolf does electro damage. It raises Razor's attack speed and electro resistance, and it causes him to be immune to electro charge, you know, status effect, or, you know, blah blah blah. Right? He can't charge attack, but it doesn't matter because he's getting attack speed. All of that jazz, right? Now, so Razor's kit is literally made for him to cycle his ult over and over and over, right? Which, when he ults, he gets electro damage, he gets attack speed. Long story short, Razor is going to do more damage than Beto, period, right? Now, a lot of people always ask, you know, who's better? I just tell them Razor does more damage. And then they're like, oh, okay, because that's what they want to know. They don't know that that's what they want to know. If we're talking about who's better, and we go into everything else, all Razor does is damage. That's it, right? Like, if he had like a bio, it'd be like, hey, my name's Razor, I do damage. That's what Razor does, right? If you pop ult with Razor and switch him out, nothing happens. If you use his E or whatever, switch him out, nothing happens. That's it. That's all Razor is. Now, for Beto, we look at Beto. Number one, Beto's E can tank damage. And what I mean by tank damage, when you're holding her E, she becomes invincible. meaning she cannot be damaged, right? Which, how long her E lasts, well, how much damage she can tank depends on her maximum HP, right? So, number one, she has invincibility with her E. Number two, she has a mechanic where if you perfect counter, she will do the maximum counter damage, right? So it's like Razor's going to be hitting for what? I know some people's Razor be hitting for dumb damage, right? You're going to be hitting for what? 3, 4, 5,000, right? Well, Beto's counter, I've hit upwards of 21,000. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I casually hit between 14,000 and 16,000 on stream all day, right? So my casual counter, right? Perfect counter is between like 14,000, 16,000, right? And that's not including, you know, any other requirements that I could, you know, boost myself, like attack boost or whatever. Now, on top of that, and let's we can go ahead and look at his, you know, decreases Claw and Thunder's cooldown reduction, or cooldown. Using Lightning Fang resets the cooldown of Claw and Thunder. So keep in mind, his E has cooldown reduction, and his ultimate gives his E a reset. Then Hunger, when Razor's energy is below 50%, increase energy recharge. So that's just feeding into cycling his ult and his, like, using his E ability, like I said. But Beto, whenever she perfect counters, she, like I said, she gets the maximum damage bonus. And when she perfect counters, she gets an attack speed buff, and she gets an attack percent buff as well. So her attack, her normal attacks and charged attacks increase damage by 15%, and her attack speed is increased by 15%. Right? On top of her ult gives her damage reduction. Both of their ults give, like, you know, not be able to be interrupted. But yeah, her ult gives damage reduction, and she doesn't do electro damage. After she attacks, it chains electro damage. Meaning, you can switch off of her, say you want to use Venti or Mona or whoever, and it will still hold the ult and chain electro damage, on top of giving that person damage reduction.
Wow.
As far as Beto, number one, she has invincibility. Number two, her counter is going to, like, at max damage, or, you know, however much damage, is going to hit harder than Razor.
That's during her counter, though.
Can be used for other people. It doesn't have to, like, she can pop her ult, which gives damage reduction, etc., gives the electro damage, and she can switch off to other people, right? All of these things are what make Beto good. Now, a lot of people ask, well, who's better? Honestly, it's pretty much personal preference, but it's like, for me, Razor just seems boring. Like, Razor just seems like damage. You know, I personally have more fun with Beto. A lot of people say they like Razor, but, you know, between her having invincibility, her counter mechanic, her ultimate being able, like, a lot of times I'll pop her ult, switch to Mona, I have an elemental reaction. Or I'll pop her ult, switch to Venti, pop his ult, I can chain lightning into his ult. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So, I don't know. For me, like, if you're looking for raw damage, Razor's 100% better. But if we are looking outside of that, I don't know. You know, Beto might be the answer. But I hope this answered some of you guys' questions on Razor versus Beto, because a lot of people have questions about that, and they want to know this or that. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. With that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Yeah. I'm kind of on the same page with this dude. Like, hey, what's up, Leon? Welcome back from class. But yeah, I get what this dude is saying. Razor, his kit is really primarily like energy recharge, deal damage, as a lightning claymore user. Beto is essentially more of a tanker. Yeah, no problem, Kaiser dude, no problem. While you're B-right backing, I'm actually... Yeah, she's a tank support. She can be kind of fun for mix-ups with other people, which I'm trying to, like, get used to using her for, considering I've only used her for expeditions for the most part. So I'm working on jacking her up, as well as making sure my Venti is jacked up as well, so there's that. Yeah, it's a cycle of like Raw DPS recharge ult. That is very true. So, both of them just have unique playstyles. It's just that apparently the tier list people like prefer damage output versus being a tank at the moment. Just at the moment. Let me see if there's any video regarding Ayaka at the moment. Wait, what? Closed beta character, Ayaka. Ayaka Kamisato from Inazuma. Ice sword user. Why would they give her that anim? Okay, like, what the heck? You're not using a katana. You're using, like, a one-bladed thing. Interesting choice of animations. So she's going to be one of the first Inazuma characters we'll be having in the game. It's just that the people who had access to closed beta, they were able to test her. Wait, is that a crowd control? That looks like a crowd control right there. Yeah, that's crowd control, hands down. I know what her ult does, actually. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That is some thick brain navigation right there. Hold up. That is some thick brain traversing. Hello. Hello. Wow. Anti-shot, of course. Why does she gotta be that short, though? She's a freaking... Yeah, she's lolly. She seems to be a lolly. Oh, I like her... Wait. Is that a wing skin we don't have yet? That looks like it. Let's see that working faster, actually. Closed beta footage, not official yet, but definitely kind of low-key do want her. Wait, this is not loud enough. And that's very true, Leon. That is very true. Yeah, but I don't have Razor right now. Well, except on my other account. I mean, it makes sense. It is a short kimono. Crowd control. So she is definitely a DPS crowd controller. That can really combo pretty well with a water user and electric user. Oh yeah, definitely throw a cold steel on her. That can be pretty solid. Yeah. I mean, he's currently the best ice user right now, but of course, once we have Ayaka, everybody's going to want Ayaka. I don't know, like, if they're going to do this... They might release more Inazuma characters. So if they release more Inazuma characters besides Ayaka, she might end up going down to 4-star. But if her abilities are legit, like, very prepped for Inazuma once we get it, she might end up being a 5-star. Yeah, I just don't have Razor right now, Liam. I legit just don't have Razor. That's legit what Mona can do, except she does it with ice. Hello?
神里流，双逆。拿下了。
That is seriously DPS. Serious DPS ice material. Hands down. This type of thing is really why I wanted to get into closed beta. I really seriously want to test out unreleased, like, characters that get to be released and all that. Hello? Oh, that, oh. That's a lot more thicker brain plays than using Mona to travel on water. Inazuma's definitely going to be an interesting story. Oh yeah, definitely, but like, when you're done with the Secret Isle, what's the point? Unless you're a new player. The Immortal Shogun. I've already done the quest for there. There's only one golem you can fight there. If it respawns there of all places, what are the chances of that happening? On you? Ain't that lucky. Alright, I think we have enough of that. Let's actually get caught up a little bit in, well, actually hold on a second. Because I really want to like, get refreshed on like what regions are based off of like what real world inspiration. Inazuma. One of the 7 nations in Tevat. Let's see. Mondstadt, based off of Germany. Germany. Geo is based off of China. Okay, Inazuma, Japan. Sumeru, we don't have a Dendro fighter yet. I'd be interested to see how they approach Dendro actually. Snezhnaya obviously is based off of Mother Russia, so just Snezhnaya is bad guy central. Natlan, Murata, I have no idea what that is. Fontaine is based off of France. Interesting. Yeah, I want to watch the story trailer again because I want to listen to like the audio of it, just to yeah, the Tevat storyline chapter preview.
The god of wisdom's enemy. We had no time to say goodbye, so let's not call it that.
Which overall is still a pretty good summary to this day of what's to come.
The war has already begun. It is just a continuation of past battles. The gods goad us on with the promise of their 7 treasures, rewards for the worthy, the doorway to divinity. Yet buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those that dare trespass. That throne in the sky is not reserved for you. But mortal arrogation never stops. None will escape the flames. See for yourself. The dragon who defended Mondstadt for a millennium finally faces his perturbation. What does freedom really mean when demanded of you by a god? The god of contracts, senselessly slaughtered as his people watched on in horror. In the end, he will sign the contract to end all contracts.
Based on the material that I've known ahead of time, I wouldn't consider that to be like, That's a good question, if the Geo God actually really dies or not. Because for those of us who played the prologue is the only story that's complete. Venti's still around. Venti doesn't die, he just gets, well, you know what, taken away from him. The Geo God? Would he really die? I doubt it. There's a character who's like heavily hinted to be the Geo God. In person form, I'm sure the hints are kind of visually, as well as like, for anybody who's played the Li Yue story, which is not a lot of us here, would probably get it. Part 3.
In the secluded land of the immortal Shogun, the Bakufu rules eternal. But what do mortals see of the eternity chased after by their god?
I want to listen to more of Inazuma's music. Oh my god, that was... I can't get enough of that sample. Sorry guys, I'm just fanboying out, but I really am so hyped for Inazuma as part 3. Part 2.
The god of wisdom's enemy is wisdom itself, and the oasis of knowledge is a mirage in the desert of ignorance. In the city of scholars, there is a push for folly, yet the god of wisdom makes no argument against it.
So this has got to be the Middle East / Egypt. Desert themed. Just like the desert we're supposed to... The Sanzi Desert we're going to be getting in AQ3D. Separate game. Same game engine. Different story. Next part.
The god of justice lives for the spectacle of the courtroom, seeking to judge all other gods.
Fontaine, based off of France.
But even she knows not to make an enemy of the divine.
Ooh. Fancy. Are these 2 separate characters, or are they 2 characters that we could play as one? I'm wondering about that.
The rules of war are woven in the womb. The victors shall burn bright, while the losers
Ooh, this is the Fire Nation.
to ash.
Not the Bad Nation.
When the god of war shares this secret with the traveler, it is because she has her reasons.
I can't completely tell what kind of region the Fire region is supposed to be. Like, not even based off this character's clothing. It's gotta be like, I don't know, some kind of tribal region? Yep, a magician and a cat girl, but that's gonna be many, many updates away. But probably by then we'll have Genshin Impact on the Nintendo Switch for you, mailbox. Some kind of tribal area. But the instrumental makes me think, I don't know, Hispanic?
She is a god with no love left for her people, nor do they have any left for her. Her
Shneznaya.
followers hope only to be on her side when the day of her rebellion against the divine comes at last.
Oh my god. We are seriously going to be in Bad Guy Central. By then, we should be ready to take on Shneznaya, actually, because no matter where we go in Shneznaya, we're going to be fighting this dude. We're going to be fighting this dude. We're going to be fighting him. We're going to be fighting her. We're going to be fighting her. Oh my god. In Shneznaya, we do not shiver to gold. Gold shivers to us.
In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming. Some say a few are chosen and the rest are dregs. But I say we humans have our humanity. We will defy this world with a power from beyond. Now, you who has set foot in this world, your journey has reached its end, but one final doorway remains. Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me, command me to step aside. Show me that you are worthier than I to rescue her. Then, the threads of all fate will be yours to reweave. My memory has all but faded completely, but I will always remember how much she too loved these flowers. Step now.
This is also going to be one of the new characters I almost forgot to talk about. Dineslife? He's been teased and whatnot, like in Japanese teasers and whatnot. And of course, he looks like an edgier Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses. There's that part. It's a wonder what he's going to be. Maybe he's going to be a transcended character. There's there's like hip hypotheses and theories about like that he might not just be like your regular element. He could be like something else entirely, like Paimon is. And actually, now that I think about it, Paimon could be one of those characters where she's just a shrunken down, like stripped of her own power kind of individual, and we won't know until the rest of the story till we see Paimon's true power, and we completely regret calling her emergency food. That could be the case. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Dimitri later on gets this kind of hair. Like later on in Fire Emblem Three Houses. So yeah, this would be very interesting. There is there's a lot more to come, and I can't wait to play the rest of the story out. Oh, the story teaser, I don't want to play it. It's kind of like spoiler-ish material. I need to watch this video again, though. Where the heck is her banner?
I am Kuching, Yuhun of the Liyue Qixing. Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Time is against us. We live in an era of change, as the old order that has existed for 1,000 years is about to be rewritten. Join me. Let us bear witness to this historical moment together. Incoming! Speed of light! Don't blink! Hey! With sword comes shadow. When your heart is set on something, you get closer to your goal with each passing day.
I freaking want her already. And actually, also the sword that she's using. Okay, hold on. Let me find a good frame for that. Okay. This exact sword that she's using right here, I got it. Like, if I get her, this would be perfect for her to use. Like, legit. Hands down would put her on my team right away. I really want her so freaking badly. Who else gets, like, legitimate trailers, though? You already know how Fischl plays out. I need to double check Chi-Chi's video, though. I forgot how she plays out.
I am Chi-Chi. I am a zombie, and I forgot what comes next. I want to build a snowman. Will you help? The wind is frigid. I like it. Hold my hand, please. This wind could blow me away. Wheel of life. Life goes on. Orders given. Orders received. I should have stayed indoors today.
She's using prototype Rancor. She's the primary healer that's like using attack stat to heal. There's that. There's her and Jean. I would not mind either of them. But I'm not really too into wanting to get like Chi-Chi as well. As much as I do want to get Keqing right now. But we'll just have to keep on waiting. We legit just have to keep on waiting, folks. For God knows how long, who knows when. Let's see if I can find any more memes in the meantime. Otherwise, I'm going to probably swap over to a different video because I need to grab some munchies while I watch something. Meme compilation. That's from... What was the meme compilation I watched before? Oh, God. Oh, God. How many JoJo references do we have besides the two we notice? Look how obscure that achievement is, Kaiser, dude. There's one. There's one. This one's obvious, actually. This one's also obvious.
お前まさか暗いところが苦手なんじゃないよなよちょっと酒場に行かないか今日という日を楽しめよ
Same voice? Is that for real? The real choice. Oh god. Topio? Bruh. Major bruh. Oh my god, Major bruh. Actually, like, as I said before, guys, like, man, with the amount of new things that you discover about the game each day, it's quite amazing with what they decide to, like, shove in and all that. Oh. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and play a quick ad break real quick. When we return, I want to watch this, like, Keith Eats Everything at Jack in the Box video. But also at the same time, though, let me run a quick ad break, and then I'll go ahead and play this video of the Shanghai Symphony Orchestra, because you can also see the composer, like, joining in with in the action of making music for this game. Be right back, folks.